Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Hello, hello. Well, hello, that's my cue. G'day, everyone. Welcome to the shed. It's Thursday night. We're live and it's pretty warm here. I've got things going. I got me Coke. I got me Star Trek cup, Star Trek Beyond, one of those cups you get, and fill it full of ice and put some Coke in it, brown sugary water if that's what you're into. And in fact, that's what I did. I got me Coke. I've already been one. I got brought up a spare one. Auto Glass Caboolture, he's a good bloke, fixes up your glass. And I've even brought up some water. So seeing I've finished one Coke, got plenty of ice left, I'll pour this in there. And that'll keep me, boosted and going through the stream. Got my microphone on. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I've got everything right this time. A few little minor hiccups just before the stream, testing things out. Tonight's going to be a little bit all over the place. If you've seen the thumbnail, and I'll go back there. There it is. Goodbye, old friend, and I'm referring to the Ute. Yep. We're saying goodbye to the Ute. I was hoping to have the new vehicle tonight. However, they found a couple of other little things they needed to do to the vehicle to make sure it was right, and I haven't been able to pick it up as yet. Hopefully tomorrow at the latest, maybe Saturday, I'll find out what's going on tomorrow. Thanks, Clinton, for letting me know. So a big shout out to the members of this channel. You guys are rock stars, guys and girls, because there's guys and girls in that are members that support this channel. And just by being here, if you don't support me financially, that's all right. I don't mind. I do this because I enjoy it and I love interacting with you guys. And it's not all about the money. Does the money help? Yes. And how much am I making? Bugger all. Absolutely bugger all. I haven't even got to that magic threshold of $100 where I actually get paid from Google yet. So that's a long way off. But I still appreciate you guys supporting me. If you can't support me financially, please don't. Use that money to look after yourself. It's more important to look after you. I'm still going to be here. Yeah, mate, no. Don't know where you got that idea. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to the lurkers. Thanks to everyone. And yeah, like I said, tonight's going to be a little bit all over the place. And where am I going to go tonight? The reason why we're in a bit of a mix-up tonight, like I said, I was hoping the new vehicle would be here and, changing things over. I got tools sitting on the bench from the toolboxes that I've taken off the Ute, the current Ute. Like I said, even though in that photo there, you see the toolboxes and the tender off the steamroller, all that stuff's gone. Well, the tender of the steamroller's been off for a while, but the toolboxes have been on. So it's just a bare Ute now, just taken everything out and cleaned it all out. We traded it in. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I wish I had a... in radio, you may or may not be aware, there's usually a 7-second delay, and there's also a delay here on YouTube. But in the studio, they have a thing called a cough button, where the announcer, if he's going to cough, will push that button and it cuts out the cough. A lot of, unfortunately, people who do live streams and things like that can sometimes cough or do things. I mean, I've been guilty of it myself. But if it becomes too much, usually the cough is way louder than the actual speaking voice. And that can put people off, especially if they're wearing earbuds or something like that, as they are now. So it's just a good way to, if you do, you try and, move away. You can quickly drop the level of your microphone or put it on mute if you're going to have a bit of a coughing fit. But that's just a bit of things I've learned over the time. G'day, Cody. Thanks for being here, mate. I appreciate you. All right, mate. You enjoy your dinner. I hope you have your chicken palmy or whatever you usually do. go and enjoy it, mate. Chicken schnitty, that's it. Palmy, schnitty, whatever. But yeah, enjoy, Cody. Thanks for dropping in, mate. I do appreciate it, that's for sure. We've got the live chat on the side here. I know it's a bit hard to see. The previous week I did try and put like a box over it to give it some background, and that way you can read it a lot easier, but that doesn't seem to be happening right now. But you can still eat it. McRib. Who's got a McRib? Do they still do that anymore? Or they passed on it? They've come out with this new thing, which is just the same old burger with a chicken patty or whatever it is in it, and a bit of special sauce or something like that, supposedly. But go check out Funk and Hungry or a few other food review creators and check out their content on this new burger that's doing the rounds, the Grinch or whatever it is. Actually, I should put some water in there. Oh, steak. Go for your steak, Cody. But I am working on, there we go, nice cold ice water. That'll go down a treat. Nice cold ice water. That's good. That's good with a bit of sugar in there. I did do a repair on the lathe the other night. I'm working on editing that video, so that should be up in the next day or two. Where was I going? Sorry, I got distracted by Zakow's message. I'll get there. I'll be professional one day. Yeah, Macca's has got their new thing out. If it's anything, last time we went to Macca's, I ordered the spicy one for me and a Big Mac for my wife, and she got half a Big Mac. Seriously, there was no patty on top, and the lettuce, and the bun was hanging halfway out. How the hell they got that stuffed up, I don't know. But anyway, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, when you fast food chains, despite what they show in terms of, the fancy picture of what you get in the box, it's not what you get in the box. And it's a bit like this show tonight. What I showed on the box is not what you're getting. So that's the way it is. Anyway, we all have our faults and things like that. I'm going to go over to the lathe bench cam. You can see the ute over in the corner there. She's still here, the old ute, but probably not for much longer. The milling machine's right in front. Typical shed. The steamroller's over to the right here. I'm still working on that. And we'll go for a bit of a walk and talk with that. Steamroller. This is the boiler. Well, this is the main part of what you see going down the road, minus its wheels and everything else. It's pulled completely apart. This is a major overhaul. Initially, when I got it, I didn't think I'd be doing a major overhaul, but we are. And like all things, it's taking longer than expected. But also, I work a day job. I work a full-time job. I work a 10-hour day, so I start at 6:30. Sometimes I start earlier, and finish at 4:30 in the afternoon, sometimes a bit later. So I'm up at 5 and I'm not getting home till 5 sometimes, most days. And that becomes pretty tiring. And I do a lot of driving in my job around this area for the company I work for. And it's not just driving. I'm out of the vehicle. I'm pulling out hose reels. I'm getting up on machines like excavators and dozers and dump trucks and things like that. So my job is, as well as a lot of driving, it's quite physical. And sometimes I get worn out after a day, especially in these hot days. Yes, my truck has air conditioning, but when you're in and out of a truck and the job's physically demanding, it takes a bit of a toll on you. So over here, there's various parts. The crankshaft is here in the corner, which you probably can't see. These are the gear guards here. These are the boiler tubes. These are yet to go in. We are doing some work on the boiler. It's been ongoing. as finances allow. This is the chimney here. This cupboard behind me I've showed before. It's got a lot of parts in it. There's also a bunch of other parts in front of the steamroller, and you can go back into the channel and see those videos. And of course there's the rear rolls outside. Just behind the milling machine here is the tender, and plus with all the weather that we've been having, the wet weather, sorry, let's stand in front of the camera. I should be looking at the camera. With all the wet weather that we've been having, the grass is going crazy. I didn't manage to mow one part of it, and with the downpour and the heat, the grass just come up again. So Saturday's going to be, if I don't get the car tomorrow, Saturday's going to be mowing, and it's probably going to take it will take most of the day, but that's the way it is around here. Plus it takes a long time to dry out because the grass is so long, etc., etc. No, Zakao, I've already brought one, and hang on, let's go to the talking head here. There we go. A little bit of an explanation on that photo in a second. Zakao, I've already brought one, and I was hoping to show it tonight, and I was going to make it a bit of a surprise, but yeah, I'll hold on to that for the moment. Thank you, G, for giving me, getting everyone to give me a thumbs up if they don't mind on this live stream. Righto, so those, and I've got to make mention to some new subscribers that have come to the channel. Yeah, Clinton, you're right. I should buy a goat. Yeah, AJ, this is the erecting shop of John Fowler and Company, of their works back in the heyday. This is photos taken about the 1920s. And over to the right of that photo would have been a machine shop. Over on the left here is a wall. But you can see the lineup of engines currently in the process of being assembled. This is not an assembly line. It is an assembly line, obviously, but not a modern day assembly line like we know it today. It's the way things were done. You've got a large overhead crane for the bigger parts, and then a bunch of other cranes that swing out and put the too heavy to lift, but able to be winched up and assembled with one person or maybe two, tradesman and apprentice or something like that. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is that as well as me drinkies, I forgot to mention the munchies I got here. I really enjoy Schmackos, these tasty chicken cubes with chicken. I really love these. They're great to eat, and the dogs just don't stand a chance with me eating them. G'day, Colonel. How are you? And I'll just hey, shed dogs. Yoo-hoo! Hey, do you want a treat? Oh, here they come. So let's derail the show. Let's get you guys. Look at those paws. Look at your mouth. You've been digging holes again, haven't you? And you're wet. See, it's been a few days and the place is still wet. I told everyone these were for me. You're not dribbling, are you? Okay, so part of the training, and we use these as training aids. No need to get up. Sit. Okay, Max, drop. And both of them drop, which is off out of sight now. And you do this several times to get them to drop, stay. Yes. And if you do any training, it's a mark and reward. And if you do this several times over, after a while, you won't need these, and the dog will just do it on your command. Now, if you're an old Battlestar Galactica fan, you'll understand if I say by your command. I'm currently rewatching that on Amazon Prime, and it's the old series, the original one, 70, 77, 78, somewhere around there, or maybe the 80s, whatever it is. But it's pretty good to watch, and it's a bit of a laugh. Now, are you dogs just going to sit there and wait for me, or are you going to follow me around? Let's see if they stay. So I'll go back here to the... Come. Come. Good dogs. Sit. Get their attention. Yes. Good girl. There we go. It's amazing what food will do. And that goes for us humans as well. It's amazing what food can do in terms of calming us down. Some of us eat food to relax. Some of us eat food excessively, and that's pretty obvious for some. And it also can be a coping mechanism too. In stressful situations, people can overeat or just eat when they're not actually hungry. Isn't that right? And for dogs, of course, the dogs think that, you know, the last piece of food they have is going to be their last meal. So let's go back to the chatters. Let's go back to the chat room. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Come on, come on. Here we go. Back. Here we go. And a spin. Woohoo! Whoa! Don't do that too quickly. Whoa! Oh, I got a bit of a head spin after that. Thanks, AJ. I appreciate it. The Bend? The Bend can have good views? What do you, did I miss something? Mr. Funkin' Hungry? Yeah, we're all guilty, that's for sure. We are all guilty. So getting back to the talking, I haven't added anything new to the talking head. In fact, I will take this. Oh, no, don't want to take that one off. We'll take that one out. We'll put something else up. Little sippy of water there. Righto, what else was I going to show you guys? Look, I'm a little bit... what's the old game capture? Yeah, no. Delete that layer. So this software is Meld Studio. It's very similar to OBS. Righto, Clinton. Yeah, mate. I haven't had a chance to get there. I've been working too much, but there's still a lot of work going on, mate, and it's going to be a bit of a mess for a while. And that's something we knew about before going into getting that work done, but it's necessary work that's happening at our club. Super Junkie. How are you, Super Junkie? Appreciate you being here. Oh, you guys crack me up. Now, I totally lost what I was doing. I was going to find something for you, and check activity combo. What's combo? You guys can be. No way. You guys can be guinea pigs. What the hell is this? What is that? What are you supposed to do with that? Combo what? Oh, well, get rid of that. Don't worry about that. Righto, let's show an image now. What was I going to show? Oh, it's going to be a no-show. Okay, I'll give you a clue to the car. No. Oh, yeah, that's going to open. No, it won't. It won't because it's the wrong format. Anyway, I can't even. I'd have to. It's like, yeah, yeah, you're right, AJ. Like I said, a little bit out of sorts tonight because just I was expecting the Ute, the new Ute, and it just hasn't happened. So we're a little bit all over the place. Don't worry about that. Right. Photos. Yeah, I got no idea. I can talk your bottom ear off about the steamroller. In fact, let's do a browser source. Let's try and perfect that. That goes there. So this is the browser source where I can add in a browser. There we go. It's option. That's not going to do it now. If I go over here, browser, and we'll delete that and we go youtube.com, find something on YouTube, and that'll bring YouTube up like that. But of course, it wants you to sign in. And speaking of which, here's over on the right here, you can see Battlestar Galactica. Is that coming up yet? Almost. We're waiting. I can see at my end. There we go. Should be coming up on you guys now. Battlestar Galactica. There's two of them. One on the left, one on the right. It's the old, whatever it is, 80s, 70s, 80s. And the problem with this is you can't scroll through it. So whatever I'm showing here, and obviously what I probably need to do is open a tab in YouTube and show one of my own videos and not somebody else's, because otherwise I'd get into trouble. I wonder if I could show the live on the live. Oh, let's give it a go. Let's see if... Open a tab in YouTube. Right, I'll turn that down so we don't get any feedback. Okay, I'm going to try showing the stream info. That's the stream info. That's the chat. That's the one. Where was I before? Browser, of course. So this will... Yeah, right, okay. That's not going to do it. Oh, hang on, I know what's going on here. This is not a professional live stream, that's for sure. For whatever reason, it just... Oh, God. And hello, noisy car out there. I need to get better at this. It's just not going to work. Oh, that's probably easier. Righto, let's bring up something here. Yeah, I'm doing really well. One day I'll get organised and get things right, but I keep saying that every stream. Obviously, I've done a few live streams, the whistle repair and so on. And here's a short I did ages ago, and let's see if I can get that to show on stream. It's a bit, for whatever, it's a bit clunky, and as soon as I, yeah. No, still won't. Righto, this is not working. Nothing's working. You would think that, so a copy, actually that's probably better. Let's get rid of that completely. For whatever reason, it doubles. It doubles it up. And as soon as you no, okay. Wow, this is really bad. It just bloody mosquitoes. So as soon as it's pasting in every like 3 links every time you paste in a link. So I'll add audio track, lock size. Let's try this one more time. Yes, I do struggle with this. This is okay. So that's pasted that in. There we go. I don't know if there's anything under this. Could be. You can see the adjustable eyelets here. I've taken photos and I'll send those. You got a. If not, you can read it on screen. Here, and one on either side for adjustment. So that is actually me welding. You can see the adjustable and eyelets talking here. About the chains. I've taken photos and I'll send those. You got an eyelet here. There you go. It's working well. Right. For adjustment. Okay. I'm getting this sorted out. So we'll do one more. That's the old mini excavator. That's going on to something else. That's whoa. We've got to stick stuff on my channel. Otherwise, we're going to get eyelets here. We're going to get a slap on the wrist. Taken photos and I'll send those. You got a. I haven't done many shorts. And one on either side for adjustment. You can see the adjustable eyelets here. I've taken photos and I'll send those. You got an eyelet here and one on either side for adjustment. Let's see if I can get rid of this and just show you one more short. Probably missing out on a heap of chats.
You can see the adjustable
this one
eyelets
comes up
here.
as.
I've taken photos and I'll send those. You got an eyelet here and
Absolutely
one on either
nothing.
side for adjustment. You can see the adjustable eyelets here. I've taken photos and I'll send those. You got
There we go.
having a chat, mate. Yeah, he's having a complaint because he's not getting any food. But your mate, you're at the tent. You get plenty of free food. Yeah, this bloke's about
This is one of the
3
job
feet, 4
sites.
feet away from me.
Oh mate,
He's having
this is
a
going
chat.
back a while. Oh mate, he's having a chat. Coming for a free feed at his lunchtime.
Probably just saying, you know, come on, give me some free food. I want some food from you, old mate. Yeah, well, you know, you get that in life. Well, anyway, you have a good day. I've got to go do some work. See you guys. Having a chat, mate. Yeah, he's having a complaint because he's not getting any food. But your mate, you're at the tent. You get plenty of free food. Yeah, this bloke's about 3 feet, 4 feet away from me. And he's having a chat.
All right, we'll cut that out because it's just going to repeat itself. But anyway, you get the idea. Hello, Kerry. Thanks for being here. Door dashing around the place. And let's show this on screen. Righto. Most of you have seen this before. It's when we picked up the steamroller to bring it home. And that was a big day, that was, thanks to my brother for helping on this particular day, almost 8 years ago now. But yeah, it takes a long time, and some people take 20 odd years to restore one of these and get it up and running. And I've shown this one before too, but I'll show it again. This is a handwritten list of all the steamrollers that are of this particular type or very similar. And if we go down the list, we can see number 16930 on that list is this particular steamroller we're working on here. We know from recent investigations 16931 that went to India, Bombay somewhere. You can see it written there in the middle of the column. And that showed up in a magazine called Old Glory. Old Glory magazine focuses on heritage vehicles and steam equipment and things like that, in this sort of era. Which is good to see. 16932, that's also in another Indian roller in Bombay. I haven't seen any signs of that. And 16933, well, that's down in Australia. That's here as well. And that one is owned by a young guy down in Melbourne that has helped me out tremendously. We've helped each other out, actually, over the years, and he's done a fantastic job, and he's way ahead of me in his restoration. And one day I'd like to get his permission to show a photo of his roller. And it's, like I said, it's head and shoulders back together, because he's lucky enough to work in a family business and they've got all the equipment they need to get it done, and he can work in his spare time in their workshop, which makes a huge difference. But him and I work together because we've both been missing parts, and it's been great just to invest time and get things made and send it down to each other and help each other out. It's been fantastic. These other ones, some of these are probably still around, not exactly sure. A lot of them obviously got scrapped, over the years. Not everything that gets built survives, and we know that with modern day equipment. It's no different. Okay, G, what's your little, what is your little emojis going there? What is it, a duck or something? And black duck, or have no idea. No idea what's going on there. Oh, that water's nice. Anyway, we'll get rid of that. That's we've seen that one. And oops. And there you go. This is how they would advertise their equipment. Very similar to how modern day manufacturers show their stuff. Oh, Blackbird on your phone, righto. Yeah, so, and that particular steamroller is the one that I'm restoring here, or we're restoring here, minus the tar tank. Some of these steamrollers could be fitted up with a tar tank, and you would use steam to heat up the tar to make it running. And you'd put your the machine behind it is a way of spreading the grit, or what they call these days chip seal. And then you'd spray your tar on, and that way you could then adhere the bitumen to, or you just leave it as that. You just put the chip, spray the tar down, put the chip on it, and hey presto, you got a road, as well as you had the subgrade all okay. When I say the subgrade, that's the material underneath. If you're when you build a road, there's various standards or one standard you have to build it to, or a couple of standards, but usually the bitumen itself is only very thin. It's about 25 millimeters thick in most streets, and it's called AC, or asphalt concrete. It's actually concrete, So it's a pretty interesting process. And out on our highways, usually in high trafficked areas, you'll see that they'll put layers and layers on, and that just builds it up and gives it more strength. All right, Kerry, thanks. Hope Macca's Ormo is better than Macca's up here. They could certainly learn a thing or two. And the book, and here's the order book. That way, so back in the day, there was no computers or anything. Everything was handwritten. And this is an example of one of the steamrollers that went to Bombay, and it tells you the date, all that sort of stuff, paint shop specifications. And this is one thing I'm still trying to find. I've requested information on this, but however, I keep getting told that the information of this for my engine doesn't exist. This is what they call a build sheet, or erecting shop specifications. It's got a lot of details, tells you everything that you need to know, how to build the engine, what's required, all that sort of stuff. You can see the number, which is 14626, which is, if we look at the date up here, April 15 of 1920. All right, Clinton, I'll do that in a minute. Say hello to Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad just sent me a text. Say hello to Mum and Dad. Okay, Mum and Dad, hello. There you go. Yeah, Mum and Dad's watching on the big screen TV. Thanks, Mum and Dad. They tune in. They look forward to it. So where was I going? So this has got all the specifications that you needed, and there's several pages to this. This is just one page of many. And, you'd have to calculate the number of pages in this book and work out maybe the engine that we're working on might be in this book. might be. It'd be nice if there was. This would be the cream of the crop. If I could find this information, this build sheet, that would be absolutely perfect. That'd just top everything off, answer a lot of questions, all that sort of stuff. There's probably some resources here in Australia I could look up, like the National Archives and things like that. Trove is another one. I have done a bit of digging there, but this sort of information, I don't think they would have copies of this, but there may be other information out there about the steamroller that may be of interest, but I'd have to spend time going and looking at the National Archives and trying to research, and I could probably do a fair bit of it online before I go in person, but who knows what's happening. But the Holy Grail, really, that'd be perfect to get that. Obviously the other Holy Grail is to get this thing up and running again, and between what's been going on here in terms of changing over cars and work and all that sort of stuff, it takes a bit of a toll, like I said. So I'm just going to come here, and I will go grab the steam toy Clinton after I have a sip of water and show the people. In fact, I have a couple. Probably shouldn't chew on the ice because it's probably coming through. Step over past a dog. There's one in the shed and one outside. Right, let's get a few things out of here. Yep. Get one out and get the other one out. Righto. Steam toys. They come in a various range and sizes, and ones you can build yourself, ones you can buy. This one here, now our friend Steamy Man in the chat here will recognise this one because he has one of these, and I can't recall where I got this one from. This is a very old one. I don't believe it's got any sort of manufacturing date on it, and it's missing some parts. That goes around, but it's missing the piston. And these are all things I could make and so on. I haven't tested this in any way. It's got a very tiny whistle on it, and that works. And it's also got a safety valve. And actually, the piston. I don't have to make a piston because the piston's in there. So this is a normally that's where you put the fire, and it heats up the water here, generates steam, enough steam to turn this engine over and run for a while. So I should actually have a look at doing something to this one day and giving it a run. Clinton, I'm just wondering, how old is the one that you've got of this one? I'm sure you've got this one is the same as yours. And these, it looks like it's just soft soldered together, nothing special. I don't even think it's silver soldered. So that's one of the steam toys. That's a very basic toy, and 1940s. Yeah, not. I don't know. It could be. It could be 1940s. I'm just not sure, because back in the day these things were made, and no manufacturing date or anything like that was put on there. I can't even see anything on. Has yours, Clinton, got anything on there? Probably not. But anyway, that's just one of the steam toys. that water's good. I don't think I'll have that other can of Coke. The other steam toy I've got is this one here, this steam traction engine. This was the very first traction engine that I owned. Cherinator, g'day mate, how are you? And I've had this since I was about 15 years old. Saved up my money, had to work for it. This is made by Willesco, which is a German company, and it does go. It's self-propelled. I have showed it on the stream before, and I'll have to show it again, but we're not going to do that tonight. It's a very basic steam toy, and these are commercially available product that are still made today, and you can still purchase them. And this is just a smaller version of the real thing, and that's the underside, the side you normally don't see. And the rear, and it does have a steering wheel. The steering mechanism is exactly the same on this model as the full-size version. The steering wheel here goes down to a shaft and onto a reduction onto the chain, and the chains go to the front wheels. And in fact, that's one thing I've got to work on for the steamroller is the steering rod, because it's got a bit of wear in it from all that turning action. So yeah, and a little single cylinder steam engine, and hello, some party lights going by. Stephen's he's dropped in, say hello, and he's off to have a snoozy. You take care, Steve. The one you gave me, maybe that's the one there, Mum. I think that's the one you gave me. I don't know, because I can't remember where it came from. Maybe you gave us this one. I think maybe Mum and Dad gave me this one. So I don't even know how. Oh, I see. Hang on. There we go. That's the piston. And looks like it needs a bit of loving. So that piston goes in there. No. Okay, I'm not sure which one you're referring to, Mum. I don't know. It looks like that's not the piston for this one, because that's a lot smaller. But we'll put that down in there anyway, and that's safekeeping. I know where it is there. Yeah, Mum, I don't know. I really don't know. I'll have to go searching. But anyway, I think that's enough for tonight. Seeing I'm just all over the place and really nothing prepared, or I can't show you. We'll have to wind it up and catch you guys all next week. Look out for some posts on social media. I'll be posting when I get the car. Might even do a special live stream on the weekend and show you around the car. But anyway, thanks everyone for joining in. Really appreciate it. We'll have to get back to some normal content next Thursday, and hopefully everything will be back in order. Anyway, have a good one. Catch us all on the next one. Bye for now. Whistle.